Sorry girls, so because of the memory problem the video got cut, so I'm continuing with this point, loss of profit policy. So this is another type of a fire policy wherein because of the profit, as in when there's a fire mishap and if there is a loss, okay, that which is suffered by the company, or rather the profit is not gained, then to the extent of whatever is the profit, okay, you can claim for compensation. So if there is a fire mishap and your profit is lost, so to the extent of whatever is the lost profit, you can claim for compensation. That is called as loss of profit policy. The next one you have is called as the standard fire policy. So standard fire policy is the one, is a kind of policy which will give you compensation for all the direct losses that which is caused for you because of the fire. Okay, it could be say for example, because of the fire, if there is lighting, burning, or even if there's an earthquake, okay, or rather if there's a flooding, if there's an explosion, riot, whatever, okay, for all those damages compensations will be given. Next one is called as reinstatement policy. This is yet another type of fire policy. So in this reinstatement policy, what happens is this particular policy tries to give you compensation for more than whatever is the loss, actual loss that which is suffered. Okay, it pays more than the actual value of the loss. So say for example, if the loss that you suffered is 1 lakh, so it pays you more than 1 lakh. Okay, but then this policy is no more in use now. This is not common these days. Next one is schedule policy. So schedule policy is the one which will insure many properties under one roof. Okay, it's a collection of properties, and but it will based on certain terms and conditions, it's all covered under one roof. So it has to be listed in the policy, and for each property, many properties are insured at one shelter, isn't it? So for each property there will be a premium given. For that you should pay, for each policy you should pay the premium, and accordingly they will give you the compensation. The next one you have is sprinkler leakage policy. So this is like leakages. Because of leakages, if there is any kind of damage, cause of course fire can like destroy the entire thing. So because of fire, if there is water leakage or if there is some kind of liquid leakage and all that, so they'll give you compensations even for such kind of leakages that can further lead to several other consequences. Sorry. The next one is excess policy. So excess policy, this policy is issued to the stocks, okay, of a merchandise, of a businessman, whose value will keep fluctuating. Okay, see, like for example, gold keeps fluctuating. If you stock up gold, you take up insurance, and if the gold is destroyed because of fire and all that, so fluctuating value will be there, isn't it? So such kind of merchandise for which the value will keep fluctuating, and if that is stored up, and if there's a fire mishap, okay, so accordingly the actual value of whatever is the market value, accordingly they will give you the compensation. So these are the various types of fire policies, girls. Okay, so now we'll see the procedure as to how you will claim, procedure to insure, sorry, not the claim, how you will, what is the procedure that which is involved in insuring the property under fire insurance. So first thing that you will do is you will have to fill up your proposal form. Okay, so whatever is the application form, you have to fill up. So certain details have to be made a mention, like whatever is the details of the construction, the walls, roof, number of rooms, number of stories, okay, how many story building and all that. Then occupation of each portion of the building, what kind of occupation is taking place. Sometimes you have certain corporates, like in one building there will be many offices and all that. So like that, what each building is got to do, what each story is got to do, or rather in a organization also there will be production unit, there will be marketing, so each story what is happening. Next one is some kind of presence of hazardous goods and all that, if at all there inside the building. Then what is the procedure for manufacturing, how you're manufacturing, all that details. The sum that which is proposed for insurance, the period of insurance, the history of previous losses in case if it has happened to you previously, any fire mishap. Okay, so that has to be made a mention. Then the insurance history. Previously, have you claimed or there is any kind of decline, or rather whether there is any claim and they've compensated your losses. So all that needs to be made a mention in the application form. Then once you have submitted your application form, okay, and if your subject matter is property, then they'll come, the insurance company will come for inspection. So that is inspection of the property. Okay, so the business organization will be completely inspected and a report will be submitted, okay, to the insurance company. Then payment of premiums. So based on the proposal and the inspection, based on the application that which is made, and based on the this thing inspection that was made, the premium will be fixed. Okay, so we know very well that in any insurance contract the premiums have to be paid. Then issue of the cover note or the policy document. So after after the inspection of the property, next one is payment of premium. So the premiums have to be paid. After the premiums have been paid, they will issue the policy document for you. So the policy document will have all the details, okay, as to how much is the insurance cover that is going to be provided in case it's a valued insurance policy. So this much is the insurance value and this much is the insurance premium that which is paid, the terms and conditions, so all that which will be made a mention, okay, and the policy will be given to you. Is that clear, girls? So this is the procedure in which actually you will be able to claim, be able to insure the property. So to continue with, we'll also see the procedure to settle the fire insurance claim. How the fire insurance claim is settled. So first thing is, if supposing there is a fire mishap, okay, if there is any damage or loss that which has been caused to the policy holder because of fire accident, then immediately he has to inform this to the insurance company. And how he should be informing it, he should inform in writing, okay, with whatever is the estimated amount of loss according to his gauge, what he has gauged is the loss. So that has to be made a mention, and a detailed description of whatever is the incident and has to be written, and it has to be given it to the insurance company. Then what will happen is the survey report. Now if the amount of loss is something which is less than 20,000, the insurance